But as far as, I know I'm here to talk about Gazelle basketball. We started the 21st. We have 47 girls checked out. And in that 47, we had 9 seniors, 6 juniors, 11 sophomores, and then 21 freshmen. And I bring up numbers every year because it just seems as years go by, numbers in girls basketball is getting to be a bigger and bigger issue. And I know the other night at our kickoff, I asked Wally to just remind me, Huron High School, AA school, ESD school, grades 9 through 12, they are hoping to have 18 girls out for basketball, total. And I think that includes 9 freshmen. So 9 sophomores, juniors, and seniors. So when I look at our numbers over the years, we've had very steady numbers. We've had great participation in our program. And other schools are struggling to get girls out. Watertown's going to have about 25. We got a note today, or at least Wally sent it to me today, Sioux Falls Roosevelt will only be able to field 3 teams, a varsity, a JV, and a freshman sophomore combination team, which is mind-boggling that Sioux Falls is going through those issues. So I don't know why that is. I wish I could tell you why. We just feel very fortunate. We've had very good numbers here over the years and can continue to field a number of teams. Last year we were 16-10. We finished the regular season as the ESD runner-up. Watertown won the conference last year. They beat us twice in 2 close games. But we did finish runner-up. We went on to beat Brandon Valley in the opening round of the district, and then lost to Washington in the championship game, and then won the region game against Brookings down here in a real close game to get into the state tournament. And I'll just say we were a state tournament qualifier last year. If you stay around athletics and coaching long enough, you see just about everything. And in the 3 days at the state tournament, our team shot over 3 days. Collectively, we shot 18% from the field in 3 days. Now, on the year, we shot about 42. When I went back and looked at the tapes, all the shots and all the plays we ran to get the shots, we did. We got the same shots in the state tournament, and we couldn't throw it in the ocean. It wouldn't have mattered if the basket was as big as the basketball floor. We probably weren't going to make it. And just struggled shooting and really have no explanation why other than it just happened. So we finished the year, I think, a little bit on a down note. We played in the night session. Washington had gotten beat during the day. I think everyone was thinking they were still the favorite, and you just thought, well, the door is open really for anybody to win the tournament now. And certainly Brandon Valley came through, a team that we had beaten 3 times last year. They came through and ended up winning the tournament. So we were disappointed with how our season ended, but certainly not disappointed with our season. We had a terrific year with 16 wins. As far as who we have coming back, we do have a number of kids with a number of experience. Chloe Korneman is back. She's a 4-year starter. It's just been really interesting to watch her grow as a basketball player. And I have over and over, people ask me, can she play at South Dakota State? Is that too high for Chloe Korneman? Well, if you're going to go strictly on stats, she averaged about 6.5 points a game last year, and people are going to say, Division I recruit averaging 6.5 points a game, should she be a Division I recruit? And I say absolutely. I don't think you can put a number on what Chloe does for us. Teams stopped pressing us. You might remember a player that played for us a few years ago, Andrea Walsh. And we used to give the ball to Andrea Walsh and say, just take it. No one pressed us. No one tried to press us because she could dribble through it. And Chloe's that kind of player. You can't measure what she does for us statistically. We've been working on Bob Winter's run and jump. We're reviving some oldies but goodies this year. And we can't run and jump Chloe in practice. She just destroys us. And she's just too good with the ball. And we, I have kids say, Coach, what do we do? And I said, well, nothing. And we're hoping the other teams feel the same way. But Chloe is a 4-year starter for us. And again, like I said, it's been fun to watch her grow because when she was a freshman, she had no clue what she was doing. Absolutely none. She'd dribble into every trap spot. She threw it away. She could, and she'd be the first one to admit that that's the way she was. And to watch her now, she's actually kind of tutoring a sophomore kid named Whitley Larson, who is a tremendous athlete, but just needs to learn how to play the game. And you know, Chloe's doing a great job kind of teaching her what not to do, which I never thought I'd ever see 4 years ago. You know, I thought it'd be the pot calling the kettle black, and she certainly learned. But 3-year starters, Michaela Hora and Emily Fetters. Emily Fetters has signed to play basketball at Dakota State. And Michaela Hora, you know, I think, I'm not sure what she's going to do. I know she's had opportunities to sign scholarships to volleyball, and she's also been offered some Division I basketball scholarships, which is kind of unique because the kid probably averaged 10 minutes a game for us last year because she couldn't stop fouling. Any of you that watched us play, it's terribly frustrating. She has immense talent, but I think in the first state tournament game, she lasted all of she played 2.5 minutes in the first state tournament game. She had 3 fouls. I think she walked out on the floor. They put her number up on the scoreboard and already had 3 behind it for fouls. I mean, it was ridiculous. Hopefully, you know, in practice, we've told her, every time you foul, we're going to blow the whistle and let you know. So hopefully we can cure her of that, but if we keep her on the floor, we think she can be a real factor. Also, kids that are back from a year ago that contributed, I think will be big contributors this year. Jen Grandflatten is a senior guard for us. Sarah Ekron is a senior post player. Tori Gross, Audrey Fuchs, I know Tom is here. Audrey missed last year with a knee injury, which was tough on her to sit and watch. She was out for volleyball this fall, and she's really had a nice start to the season. A kid that really has a feel for the game, and I think one of the things I'd say about all our players, you really need to come and watch us play. Some of you might not be fans of girls basketball, but you will enjoy watching this team play. They get up and down the floor. We shoot. One of the things we're always criticizing girls basketball is you don't let your girls shoot. Well, the 35-second shot clock cured that. And we're going to get more shots up. And we used to run offense and get a certain shot, and if we didn't make it, too bad. Now we are getting on our kids about not shooting. You know, if you're open, shoot it. And we got kids that can make basketball plays. Now, I would have to tell you that there are times we'd have to blow the whistle and say, listen, that's not a shot you can make. But at the same time, we're not going to, we don't discourage kids from shooting. I think girls basketball has changed a little bit that way because I think athletically, you know, girls just gotten better and better and better. Kelsey Fitzgerald played for us last year, a kid that's, you know, 6 foot tall, 5'11", 6 foot tall, extends her arms. She's all of about 10 feet tall. I don't know if you remember the cartoon character years ago, Inspector Gadget, where you kind of had these arms that just went on forever. That's Kelsey. She just, the people drive inside. She's blocking shots left and right. It's actually kind of fun to watch and have some size inside with her. Courtney True is a senior. She was a goalie on our soccer team, was an all-state goalie. Vanessa Rockney, a senior who was a tremendous tennis player. Sprained ankle, is out for a little bit right now. And then our underclassmen, Kelsey Butler, Abby Mitchell, Jessica Worth. We've had 2 sophomores practicing with us, Whitley Larson, who you probably recognize that name from running, cross country and track, tremendous athlete, and Morgan Tessier. And Morgan has had a real good start to the season, a kid that is into basketball, likes basketball, and again, when you're a sophomore, the game is pretty fast, and especially with the group we have. So there's a lot of learning going on right now, but they're catching up fast. You know, as far as our teams, you know, where do we sit this year? You know, I see Todd Schlingen back there, and unfortunately, we don't have the luxury of making our own schedule. Because trust me, if we could, we'd have the Oglala Lakota College here. We'd have Grace University. Kind of like the old Bob Winter days. When he used to say. When he used to get the Flandreau Indian School to play 2 games a year, both in Yankton. Both in Yankton. Bob always said it was guaranteed money. I'm not so sure we didn't get paid for hosting them. We'd look at our schedule, okay, we're 2-0, and we haven't played a game yet. All in the name of culture, Bob. Okay? But schedule, I think, and again, you hesitate to say something like this, but I think it's true. I think overall our team is better than a year ago, but I'm not sure what our record's going to be. When I look around, the university here in the last, USD in the last couple weeks has signed 3 kids from AA schools. Margaret McLeod is a 6'1" center out at Rapid City Stevens, and she's alone. She's terribly difficult to guard. Ty Miller, who athletically might be as good an athlete as there is in our state, is going to the U to play basketball. And then Heidi Hoff, who is at Brandon Valley, who literally put her team on her back last year and was phenomenal in the last 4 games of the year to win the state tournament. Those kids are all going to USD. Carrie Young at Mitchell, some of you might recognize that name, and Macy Miller, who is Alan Miller's daughter. Those 2 are phenomenal players. They are terrific players. Mitchell's going to be really good this year. The Sioux Falls schools, as much as we don't like to say it, are all going to be really good. They've all got talented players. So to me, it's every night is going to be a very difficult game. I see us being successful. How many wins, I'm not sure, because night in, night out, it's a struggle. Our struggle before Christmas is very, very difficult. With Washington, Watertown, Mitchell, Brandon Valley, we play all those schools before Christmas, and they're all probably going to be contenders by the end of the year. So, very difficult schedule, a lot of close games. I think there's going to be a lot of very, very good basketball as the year unwinds. But again, I think we're going to be one of those teams when we get to the end, we're going to be in the thick of things, and we fully expect to have a very, very good year.